Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we got another one of our major reveals for season 2, this time specifically focusing on the major DMZ update coming with the launch of the season. We've heard bits and pieces of what to expect here. We obviously also know that Ashika Island or Ashika Island is going to be playable for DMZ as well, which is going to be very exciting. But today, as mentioned, we got a full blog detailing a bunch of stuff. So we've got the path to season 2, a DMZ update, a new exclusion zone is coming to DMZ, along with several other important changes, but insured weapon slots and permanent unlocks are here to stay. Read more about what's coming. So it's been a thrilling first season of DMZ. We've watched players chase weapon cases, yada yada yada. As we look ahead to season 2, we wanted to share more details on what is coming within our growing DMZ ecosystem and how we continue to plan to evolve the experience. So season 2 locations, the DRC Defense Research Center. Okay, so we got Ashika Island, new Ashika Island map coming to Warzone 2, new exclusion zone for DMZ. Players will infiltrate on the shores of the island before making their way inland. Infiltration is under heavy fog that can impact combat by providing cover for both operators and the occupying force shadow companies. So the bots that are going to be on Ashika Island are shadow company bots. Basically, they might be a bit more heightened in terms of skill compared to what we have on Al Mazrah. It might be sort of a mix between Al Mazrah and Building 21, right? There is much to discover in the Ashika Island exclusion zone, including a brand new weapons case, a new boss, the bomb maker, new locked and dangerous spaces, and more. So Building 21. In Season 1 Reloaded, we introduced Building 21 with a unique access card. Season 2 missions have operators returning to Building 21 as another exclusion zone option. If you need access cards to Building 21, be sure to seek out the following: SAM site crates, chopper boss crates, buy stations, or legendary crates. So they're going to be easier to get, basically, is what it seems like. Al Mazrah. There are developments to explore in Al Mazrah as well, with updated intel indicating including the crash of an unknown aircraft at the cave complex. The fight between White Lotus and Legion rages on. Perhaps operators can take advantage of that. So there's something going on with a new update to the Satiq Cave and like the Afghan area, basically. Now, reset and refresh. This is what is super important here for season 2. We previously announced that season 2 will include a reset of faction missions. Here's exactly what that entails. Contraband weapon inventories are going to be rolled back to the starting weapons. So your contraband weapons, those are getting cleared. Key inventories will be emptied. All of your keys, whether it's for Building 21, certain areas on Al Mazrah, whatever the case may be, all of those are also resetting. Faction missions and mission progress will be reset to make room for an updated mission set that incorporates all exclusion zones. So there's going to be brand new missions and everyone's going back to tier 1. So definitely be mindful of where you're at right now with your certain missions. If you want to keep that second insured slot, or if you don't have it yet and you're close, you have to finish that before season 2 drops, or your progress is going to reset and you're going to start further back. Last week we confirmed insured weapon slots unlocked through faction mission progress will not reset. However, if you did not unlock additional insured slots, the new season 2 requirements should take much less time. So it's going to be easier to get to that second insured slot and finish tier 3 than it was this season. So that's also very important. By the way, as we are breaking all this info down, if you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, because every single day I got you covered with the latest intel for all things going on in COD. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. Why are we doing the refresh? The missions got too difficult too quickly. They're saying the key stash will now be available to hold specific mission items that you must gather from an exclusion zone and bring to another. So that's kind of interesting. With the new mission set, we can employ multiple location missions that send players to Al Mazrah, Ashika Island, and Building 21. I like that too. And then to complete this reset, DMZ may have to go offline for a few hours ahead of the launch of season 2. So we'll have more info on that probably next week. Stay tuned for that. The new faction, Crown. So we're going to have a 4th faction introduced here. Modern Warfare 2 owners will also have access to mission orders from a brand new 4th faction, Crown. This British group is shrouded in mystery, but they have certainly piqued the interest of Black Mouse. Again, this faction will only be available to Modern Warfare 2 owners. What? That's really weird. So DMZ is free to play, except if you want to access all factions now, you have to have Modern Warfare 2 if you want to make sure you have the 4th faction. Now, Crown is going to have its own individual missions, of course. It's going to have its own rewards, and it'll probably make it a bit easier potentially to get some insured weapon slots since we have that 4th faction to go in between. but it's pay to access. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. That's a little strange, I won't lie. We also have some recently shared changes as well that we know about for DMZ. So enemy tuning, we know for a fact they are going to be nerfing the bots within DMZ, but they do say dev update. We can assure you the AI bots are not to be taken lightly. So maybe the bots are not going to be as aimbody, if you will, as they are right now, which I mean, they're pretty extreme in certain cases. They can be beaming you from way too far or attract onto you from way too far and follow you around, which can be pretty obnoxious in certain scenarios. So they are going to be nerfing those bots. The spawn points are also being tuned because right now on Al-Mazrah, we have all those dedicated spawn points. And if you play DMZ a couple of hours, you probably learn most of those spawn points, which means the second you can spawn in, you can say, okay, I know there's going to be a team right here. I'm probably better than them. Let's go take them out, take their stuff, ruin their match. It's really easy to just cheese that. The dev update here, in addition to moving infiltration points, we've also made changes to exfil, boss, and dead drop locations in Al-Mazrah. So the infill points, exfil points, boss points, and dead drop spots are all going to be different on Al-Mazrah in season 2. So I like that. They're changing things up. That's going to keep things fresh. Mission difficulty tuning, as mentioned, the first couple of faction missions up to tier 3, or through tier 3, I should say, are going to be easier here in season 2. So getting to that second insured slot is going to be much simpler than here in season 1. So if you're looking to grind out that, it's going to be super simple this season. Still going to take some effort and you're going to have to do specific challenges, but not too shabby that it's going to be a little bit quicker and easier. They're also making a lot of updates to crashes for DMZ, specifically because it's just so detrimental when you lose all of your gear and there's no way to recuperate there or recover that stuff. So they're fully aware of that, and they're going to make big updates for crashes in DMZ in season 2. Future seasons will bring more changes and new content to DMZ. While DMZ is still in beta, our hope is to continue getting feedback to shape future iterations of the game. We do not intend to apply a mission refresh every season. Instead, we're excited to try different approaches each season to continually improve the DMZ experience. More to come on this in the future. We're excited to have you jump in on February 15th. So that's interesting too. We're not going to see a full-on reset every single season per se. Maybe with the contrabanding keys, that'll continue to happen, but missions are not always going to reset. So a lot of very interesting information here for the future of DMZ. I, for one, am very excited to see how it plays here on Ashika Island, or Ashika Island. I'm going to keep saying it wrong every single time. And also these changes seem very interesting, like the boss and stuff for everything here. The bomb maker sounds pretty spicy. So all that being said, that is all the new intel. Those are all the new details we have on the DMZ update, the major DMZ update here for season 2. And that's going to wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications to always stay up to date with all things going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.